Your home for New York sports presents Levack and Wolf on 104.5 The Team.
There's moments I really, really love this job. Brady Farkas, Capital Region Insider, is going to have to wait a little bit. There's certain people that just, you know what, you get bumped to the back of the line for, and one of them would be Larry Johnson. Former Knick is closest to my heart. Two-time NBA All-Star, Rookie of the Year, Grandmama, part of Space Jam. First of all, thank you so much for making time to call us today, Larry Johnson.
Guys, thanks for having me.
Anytime, literally anytime you pick up the phone and dial this number, we're going to answer it for you.
Wow, you are in
appreciate it. Thanks.
Space Jam. Man.
Yeah. I mean, all right. So, Larry, you're in town tonight. You're going to be at Saratoga Stadium, formerly known as the Stadium Cafe. That is. You're going to be there tonight at 6:00. They are hosting a big party for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. You're going to be there. What actually got you to come to town, man? Because we love you here in New York, so we're happy to have you here in Upstate.
Well, like you said, I'm back with the Knicks. I do myself, John Stark, John Wallace. We do most of the public relations. We're in the community, and I've never been to Saratoga, so I got to get down there, man, and show my face and just show the Knicks love down there, man.
You're going to love it. It's a great town, Larry. So
good.
Let's get right into the finals. What prediction for tonight's game, and are you a Cavs or a Warriors guy?
Well, I'm partial to the East, so definitely I would like to see Cleveland pull this out. And, J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert was on the team a couple of years ago when I first came back, and I got to know those guys pretty good. Good young guys. So I would like to see those guys be successful and win one. But, it'll be tough. If they get it tonight, then we have a series.
Larry Johnson on the phone with us, 104.5 The Team. 5 years with the Knicks, and now back in a professional capacity as well. And Larry, when you look at tonight's game, a lot is being made of Kevin Love. How can you have a player be so good and then maybe actually be detrimental to your team?
You know what? I think it's the talk. When I first came with the Knicks, my first year here, it was myself, Patrick Ewing, and Allen Houston, and John Stark. Now, that's 4 guys that need the basketball. So I kind of sort of took a step back with my game and, just tried to do other things and shoot. When I was in Charlotte, I averaged 20-plus a game. So when I came here, I knew that, it was some nights I was going to get that, but majority of the nights I wasn't. So I just tried to pick and choose of other ways to help the team. And to me, it seemed like when Kevin Love first got with Cleveland, he took that step back. I mean, you had LeBron, you got those guys, you got Kyrie. So it seemed like to me Kevin took the most step back, and he was just trying to find his way. But he's never detrimental to the team. I just wouldn't say that. That's the talk. Like they lost 2 games up in Oakland. Now they won 1 without him. Now the talk starts. I hope, Lou, the coach knows that that's just talk, and you're going to need Kevin Love to win this whole series.
Larry Johnson on the phone with Larry. You were 5 playoffs in 5 years with the Knicks. What does this Knicks team have to do to get back to the playoffs?
Well, I think they just need to find identity right now. I mean, we got guys come. It never was the time where a team would come into the Garden and play the Garden and be high-fiving, smiling, and doing type of thing that's going on now. Our identity was rough and tough. When you came into the Garden, whether you won the game or lost the game, it was going to be a straight-out battle. We was going to fight for 48 minutes, and we was going to go down fighting whether we won or lost. And I just think right now we've gotten away from our identity. We've been coach after coach after coach, and now it's the triangle offense we're trying to input into the system, and there's just no identity there. Once we get that identity, they'll be okay. I mean, you need players to go along with that, so I think 1 or 2 more players for the puzzle, and the guys will be okay. As long as I like what they did last year. I thought they played hard. I thought it was a talent thing last year. Most of the time, like we lost, we would have leads. I can't tell you how many times we was up 8, 9 points going into the 4th and end up losing that game. So I think that's a little bit more talent. 1 or 2 more guys that could score the basketball, we could have won at least 10 more games.
Larry, since you're a Knick in our hearts, and of course your time in Charlotte, we kind of blocked that out, even though you were great. What are you sick of hearing questions about more, the triangle offense or your years as grandmama?
I think triangle offense. Triangle, guys, they want to know now, and it had worked for us. And, I'm hearing a lot now. Hey, well, that wasn't just Poopa guys running the triangle offense. That was Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Kobe Bryant and those guys running the triangle offense. Because, like I said, whatever offense you run, you're going to need talent to go with it. So 1 or 2 more guys, and then they can be successful with the triangle offense.
Larry, I got to ask you, there had to be some times when you were playing where just something really, really funny or odd happened. Do you have a story you can share with us?
Come on, man. I have plenty of those. I don't know if you can share them on the air. We got plenty of those.
Oh, tell me a couple.
No. We'll keep those to ourselves. Those go to the grave. Those go to the grave.
See, those are the ones like you got. You might stand a chance if you go to the Saratoga Stadium tonight and hang out with Larry.
You might.
That's your best chance tonight, Larry. So Space Jam 2 has been announced. What was it like shooting Space Jam, the first one, with you and all the great players and everybody that was on that set?
I tell you, if 2 been announced, they need to give me a cameo because I was looking for my Emmy on that thing, man. I should have got some type of award for my acting on the first one, but we had a great time. I was in L.A. for a month. Now, Michael Jordan was there for the whole summer. And I remember that Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers?
Yes.
They built him this beautiful gym on Warner Brothers park on the lot, and the gym was like $1 million, and we played every day. We worked out every day. It had showers and locker rooms. It was unbelievable, this gym they built for him, because he was there the whole summer. And like I said, myself, Muggsy, Charles Barkley, we were just there 1 month. But I had a trailer. I had a stylist. I thought I was really doing it. I had it all going on. I thought I got a what is it, a SAG card?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm legit.
You're union now.
Yeah, man.
I'm union, baby. I'm legit.
Larry Johnson, for me, 5 years with the Knicks, 5 playoff runs. He's in Saratoga tonight at the Saratoga Stadium. Larry, speaking of Space Jam, what was great about that is when you were at your peak in the NBA, when you realistically, as the Monstars take the greatest talent of the greatest players, it was easy to pick out who were the greats. Who in this modern day would you think would be the greats that would make sense to be in Space Jam 2?
Well, I mean, you have some obvious, which is Steph and LeBron. But then I throw guys in there that we want to see their personality more, like Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi is one of the greatest players in the league right now, but he's kind of a laid-back guy. We really don't see his personality. So I would love to see Kawhi in there and give him a little personality and let him get started on his career after basketball. But then you got some other guys in the league that, like Kyrie. Kyrie is a guy with a lot of personality. And if you want to go old school, go ahead on and see if you can get Kobe Bryant to make some type of appearance, because, we all love Kobe and he's retired this year, but, Kobe's personality is great. So you have a couple of guys. I'd like to see guys who we don't see that much that can really play, like Kawhi Leonard and those type of guys, get in there and show their acting talent.
Larry Johnson in town tonight at the Saratoga Stadium, formerly the Stadium Cafe. Larry, before I let you go, today on ESPN, it's all about Muhammad Ali and the memorial service. You were such a character, such an outspoken figure in the NBA. Do you have any personal recollections of Muhammad Ali you'd like to share?
You know what? I met him like 4 times, and the times I did meet him, it was maybe 15 years ago. So he was still talking. The first time I met him is when I was traded to New York, and I was in an autograph session with him. Now I tell you this, I was in an autograph session like with Muhammad. He was getting $100,000 for 30 minutes, and I think they was giving me like $10,000 for 2 hours. I was like, that's about right. That's about right. I am so happy. That was about right. And he leaned over, and they put me right beside him. He leaned over to me. I walked in. I said, champ, I love you. I love you. I walked and I hugged him, and he leaned over and said, I'll still knock you out. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I bet you would. I bet you would, sir. I'll let you have that. So, man, it was just, it's sad, but it's also, we also loving it too, because we just praising his life and praising what he meant to sports and just the whole world in general. So, absolutely. Yeah, man.
Larry, I've always said that you can tell how great a person is because the greater they are, the shorter it goes from tears to stories that make you laugh about them is how great they are. So, Larry Johnson, one of the true characters of the game. So glad you're back with the Knicks family. We're really excited to host you up at Saratoga Stadium tonight. There's going to be food, there's going to be beer specials, and Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And Larry Johnson, for Pete's sake. Larry, thanks for making time.
And guys, if you want to hear some of them stories, come on out. Let's have a beer, and we'll get into it.
All right, that's a deal, Larry.
You just sold me, man. I'm in now.
Come on out. Let's get into it, man.
All right, Larry. Thanks.
Larry, thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good one.